Alliance Française was created in 1960. It's really a place where French-speaking people meet South Africans. They can learn French, do a lot of things. But it's really a story of people who have a passion for France and French, of course.
First of all, the one thing about learning French, because it's not phonetic, one does tend to make mistakes quite often, especially in pronunciation. The idea is not to be too conscientious about making a mistake. I found when I once went to France during the bicentenary, I had to look after a little boy about 6 years old. I had a good smattering of French, but not a lot that I could say every word in the French language. And because he was a youngster, he didn't laugh at my mistakes. And that was a sort of a turning point for me, where I could speak, even though I was making a mistake, people still knew what I was saying, but I wouldn't feel self-conscious about it. I find students, particularly in their first year, are very conscious of making a mistake, which they shouldn't do. You can't know every word in the dictionary from, day one. So make mistakes, it's fine. People know what you're saying, and they'll correct you, but you don't have to feel self-conscious about it.
We've got from beginners to advanced lessons. We've got people who learn French for the first time, and then we've got people who have done French before, people maybe who've lived in France and they want to do some brush-ups in French. So we've got different levels from the beginners to advanced classes.
Well, when the Alliance Française network was created 120 years ago by people like Louis Pasteur, you've all heard of him, and Mr. Forsin, the idea was not to create a language place, but more a place where we have culture and language at the same time. Because what's the point of learning a language if you don't learn the culture that goes with it, or if you're not exposed to things that enable you to speak French? So that's the big idea behind. So that's why, in fact, learn more than a language is an important motto for us, because we really want people to learn French, but also to socialize, not only with the French, but with French-speaking people, and to be more open to culture, to cinema, to science, all those themes that the creators of the Alliance Française, if I dare say, had in mind 120 years ago.
Well, here at Alliance, luckily, we've got, we're making use of technology now. We've got the smart board, which is very advanced tool to help people to learn French, because it's more like interactive classes. So the students, they get to stand up, they get to do activities, they get to interact with the smart board itself. And then we also use lots of DVDs, which are tailored for French students. And those DVDs, they help a lot because they bring the language to life. And most of the scenes in the DVDs, they are taken in France. So you got to see France. You've got to, these DVDs, they bring the whole country, France, to the class. And then the students, they get to see more about France and they get to learn more about France. And it helps them because seeing the French or the country in a class, that motivates them a lot, and seeing these French people talking to each other in a DVD, it motivates them a lot. So we've got some CDs, we use CD-ROMs, we've got DVDs, and some different methods as well, like the short films as well.
That's my little story.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.